Bottom line, Flo, Canteen, Hot Take, Jake, and O.
And then maybe you can.
Good. Okay. Fine. My number one is KC. That's my number one seed. Number two is Baltimore, as you heard. Number three, Houston. 4, Cincinnati. 5, Miami. 6, Buffalo. 7, Jets. That means the Chiefs will get the bye. Jets would travel to Baltimore. They lose that game. I would then have Buffalo traveling to Houston. They would lose that game. I would have Miami traveling in the cold to Cincinnati. Definitely, they don't play in the cold. Lose that game. Moving on, Kansas City off their bye. Cincinnati gets revenge after losing the last game last year in December, and then the heartbreaker in the AFC Championship. Cincinnati upsets KC. Then I have Baltimore over Houston. And finally, I have Baltimore over Cincinnati in the AFC Championship Series to go to the Super Bowl. Baltimore will be your AFC Super Bowl representative.
Wow. So you have the Ravens facing the Bengals.
Man, let me sleep on this.
Super Bowl. Wow. Okay. Who'd you have as the 4 seed in Cincinnati?
Cincinnati, yep.
Okay. 5 was Miami.
5 was Miami, and that's why it really doesn't matter because you could flip them, and I still think the outcome would be.
Who's 6? Who did you have for 6?
6 was Buffalo, and then 7 the Jets just sneak in.
Right. Okay. All right. What you got, Jake?
All right. My 1 seed is going to be Houston.
Yeah,
2 is Kansas City. 3 is Baltimore. 4 is Miami. 5 is Cincy.
3 is Baltimore. 4 is who? Cincy?
5 is Cincinnati.
Who's 4?
6 is Miami.
Miami's 4. Okay.
We had the flip with me. Yeah.
And then Buffalo 6, Denver 7.
Okay.
So the
Denver
bye week.
7. Oh yeah, you have Denver making.
Okay, Houston's the bye week. Kansas City and Denver. Denver beats Kansas City, like I said, it was going to happen.
Wow.
Baltimore plays Buffalo. Baltimore
Don't do it,
beats
Jake.
Buffalo.
Don't do it, Jake.
Miami plays Cincinnati. Cincinnati beats Miami. Then Denver plays Houston. Denver beats Houston.
Don't do it,
Baltimore
Jake.
plays Cincinnati. Baltimore beats Cincinnati because I think they'll be more ready.
We'll be
Baltimore,
Ravens
Denver
versus
facing the AFC Championship game. I
versus
don't
Broncos.
think Lamar is ready. I do believe in Bo Nix. The Broncos
Oh my
will be in this year's Super Bowl. I'm calling it now. I cannot wait till it happens.
I'm
This
done.
will be the
I'm not
first
doing this
time
anymore.
ever
I
a
quit.
rookie
I
will
quit this show.
the Super
I quit
Bowl.
this show. I told you.
All right.
Jake ain't
Let's go. All right, so let's get into these picks because it's gonna take us a while. So me and Canteen's got some unfinished business. We got the AFC picks to do. Give me your seeds, Can. Do you remember your picks at this point? I mean, I wrote them down, but do you remember?
Man, Flo, I don't remember them picks, man.
Sometimes you throw darts, and sometimes that's what you're doing. But
I don't remember them picks, bro.
you don't remember what you didn't write it down?
Nah, bro. I'm being honest. I thought you were the recorder.
Well,
Come
I
on,
wrote it down.
man.
Come on, Cam.
Like
All
at
right,
least put effort, dog. Like at least
I'm gonna give you
write
your,
it down.
I'm gonna give you your
Like,
top 7 teams, and you.
All right,
see
top
them
7.
for me. Okay, so you have Jets at 14-3, so they have to be your number 1 because they have the best record. Okay, then you have 2 teams at 13-4, Baltimore and Kansas City. Who's your number 2 seed there?
We'll go Baltimore 2.
Okay, Baltimore's your 2 seed.
Kansas City 3.
Okay, and then you have Bills at 11-6. Wait, no, you have Houston at 12-5 and Miami at 12-5. So who's your 3 and 4?
Let's go Miami then the Bills.
Miami's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's Houston. My bad.
Yeah, Miami, Houston.
Yeah, so Miami's 3 and Houston's 4.
Yes, sir.
Or Miami's 4. My bad. Miami's 4. Houston's 5. Okay, then you got Buffalo 11-6. That would probably be your number 6 team.
Yeah.
11-6. And then you've got 2 teams at 10-7. You have Pittsburgh and the Colts. Who's your number 7 seed there?
Go Pittsburgh.
Oh wait, you got hold on. Pittsburgh, Colts, and Las Vegas. You got them at 10-7.
You said Pittsburgh. Let's go Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh is your number 7 seed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So Colts don't make it at 10-7, and the frisky Las Vegas at 10-7 does not miss them. So man, what what a double edged sword for your loss if that's true. Omar, they make 10-7 record and they missed the playoffs.
That's wild. What did I tell you last week? Because Canteen want to be giving everybody a 14-win record.
You get a car.
Not everybody can have that many wins. It just don't work out.
Okay, so that means so the Jets would get a bye, and then you would have Baltimore play. Looks like number 7 Pittsburgh. So Baltimore.
Oh yeah, that's the easy shoe. Baltimore wins that.
Who wins it? Ravens win that. Okay.
Easy shoe for them. Yeah.
Okay, and then your number 3 seed will play 6, so it would be Bills versus Kansas City.
Kansas City easy. Kansas
So the
City.
Chiefs win that game.
Yeah.
Okay. And then your 4 and 5 play each other, which would be Miami versus Houston.
Houston, definitely Houston. I think this is where the Tua Tagovailoa whole deal, all that money.
Okay. So then it would be okay. That's fair. And then the Chiefs would play, or the Ravens would play the lower seed because they're the higher seed. No. The Jets would play them. So the Jets would play the Texans. Who wins that game? Jets are your number 1 seed.
Stroud in Texas.
The Texans upset the number 1 seed. Wow.
Yes, sir.
And then the Chiefs would play the Ravens. Who wins that?
Chiefs will win that one.
Chiefs will win that one. So now you have the Chiefs versus the Texans in the NFC Championship. The AFC Championship, my bad. Who wins that?
3 times is a charm, man. 3 times.
Okay, so Chiefs. You got the Chiefs
3
going.
Charm. Yeah.
All right. Texans.
Reach.
Wow. Reach, you're the one to take the Broncos to go to the Super Bowl.
3 times is a charm, man.
Anyway. All right, so here's mine. I made a couple of addendums. So if you guys want to
picking the Broncos to go to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, you remember last week you left. You were in protest.
Oh, no, I thought you meant Canteen. Sorry.
No. Can's picking the Chiefs over the Texans in the AFC Championship.
That's actually,
all right, so here we go.
That's a good pick.
Okay. So I made an addendum. I had a couple of addendums real quick. I have the Chiefs at 13-4 instead of 12-5. The Chiefs have they're only 23rd. Things.
Wait, I thought we were doing addendums next week.
No, I'm doing it now because I already have it. So, and I'm not probably gonna make any changes. So I just moved, and I only did like 3 changes, and then I moved up the Chargers from 9-8 to 10-7 because the Chargers have the second worst, easiest schedule behind the Falcons. The Falcons have the easiest schedule. So
you're crazy. What?
They do. This is according to I don't know who this is, but yeah. Anyway, so the Chargers, I'm gonna give them another win just because of their strength of schedule. So they'll be 10-7. And then I have, what else did I have? I like the Texans there. I lowered the Cleveland Browns from 9-8 to 8-9. They have one of the hardest. They're like the 4th hardest strength of schedule, so that's gonna be tough for them. Win 9 games with that schedule. And I think I switched the Jets and the Bills. The Bills had 11 wins and the Jets had 10, but I made Jets 11, Bills 10 because the Jets have an easier schedule and the Bills have the second toughest schedule. So I think that's going to make a difference. So I'm going to switch them. And that was my 2 switches. So then I have the 2 seed, the Bengals. Let's see, who's number 7 now? Yeah, the Colts playing the Bengals. The Bengals are the number 2 seed. And I have the Bengals winning that. And I have the Bills versus the Ravens. I have the Bills winning that. And then the Texans versus who's that?
Kansas City, right?
No, number 4 versus the Jets. So Texans versus the Jets. I have the Texans winning that. So then we have in the divisional, I have Chiefs versus Texans, Bengals versus Bills, and I have the Chiefs and the Bills winning, and then the Chiefs going back for a 3-2 over the Bengals in the AFC Championship. That's me right there. All right, let's go. All right, so let's get into this. All right, Ken, write these down this time. I'm writing them down, but I'm just saying.
Don't inspect them too.
Yeah. Okay.
No, let me caveat. Just like when we make the picks during the season,
okay.
I don't write them down. But most of my picks are what proficient flow, and then you come back and
But you don't know that if
You
you
don't
don't
even
write it
know. I haven't written down. I showed you were off last year, way off.
Yeah, he did. He did write them down.
Okay, I wrote them down last year. All right, I wrote them down because I don't trust you guys. Especially Ken and Jake. Professor, I trust the professor. He might make a mistake here and there, but
Man, most of my projections are about 14. When I
honest
say about
mistake.
14,
You guys try
So
to
wait a
pretend
minute,
like
y'all
you
both
guys
have
are
the
better.
Chiefs going
Come
to the
on.
Super Bowl in the AFC.
Yeah, me
South?
and Ken do. Yep.
3-peat.
3-peat, baby.
3 times the
Omar, who
charm.
did you have Omar last week? Who did you say was going?
Omar,
Let me see.
Omar said it was the Ravens versus the Bengals, and the Ravens go. You both have the Ravens going to the AFC Championship. The only difference is you have the Broncos and he has the Bengals. You know what? You know what I noticed? Just a real quick addendum. You and the professor are pretty much match for match on your team on who's getting what record and who's in first, second. The only place
he likes
you're
to copy the smart one.
well, the only place you're diametrically opposed is when it comes to the Raiders and the Broncos fans. You guys have no
because he's a
no
dumbass.
objectivity there.
Hey, but by the way, catch me on Wildcard Mars show. I did a preview of the Broncos season this year.
Bottom line, low, canteen, hot take, Jake and O.